Jurriën Timber starts as Eberechi's disagreement reached. Arsenal lineups versus Manchester City. Football.London reporters select their Arsenal starting zis for the Crunch Premier League clash against Manchester City. This is Arsenal's biggest game of the season so far, as they have the chance to smash a result against their Premier League title rivals. Manchester City have all the momentum, motivation and belief, and that will prove a huge challenge. But titles are not handed to you, they have to be won. And that is exactly what Mikel Arteta believes his side can do. Pep Guardiola, meanwhile, maintains that if they lose this game, then they kiss goodbye to their title hopes. It will not be that simple, but it will be a monumental moment for the Gunners if they can claim a victory against all the odds. Who Arteta picks will be absolutely key, so selections need to be made with that in mind. Play through the pain, get the result, and then let the others secure the points in the games where they really should win. Sadly, that seems impossible for Bukayo Saka, who Mikel Arteta confirmed will miss the game. However, for Noni Madueke and Jurriën Timber, there remains hope of their involvement on the day. Contingencies are available if not, which sadly may be required. Arteta says he's going into this game, even thinking for 1 second about a draw, but there is no doubt I would take one if offered. It is so important that the Gunners do not lose this game, and that is what makes it such a dangerous affair. Canton's Arsenal versus Man City, Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Hincapié, Zubimendi, Rice, Ez, Madueke, Havertz, Martinelli. I reckon Mikel Arteta will go back to basics this weekend. Of course, the Arsenal boss will want to win the game, but he'll also recognise that his side only needs a point to all but extinguish Manchester City's hopes of winning the Premier League. That's not to say the Gunners will play for a draw. They won't. Pep Guardiola's side must win. They can't afford to leave the Etihad Stadium with anything less than 3 points, so they'll be the team that wants to control the game, launching attack after attack. I think Arteta will use that to his advantage, soak up all the pressure and play on the counter-attack. Of course, the game plan could go out the window if they concede in the opening quarter of an hour, but, as it happens, Arsenal have the best defensive record in the English top flight. So, I can see the Gunners boss playing something like a 4-4-2, or even a 4-5-1, out of possession. David Raya between the sticks, the same backline that started the Carabao Cup final, with Declan Rice and Martin Zubimendi in the middle of the park. On the wings, Arsenal will need runners, players who can work hard on and off the ball, with Kai Havertz in the middle and Victor Gyökeres. I'd love to see Eberechi start, but I just fear that he would get swept away, with Manchester City likely to be so gung-ho. Arsenal could be without a wealth of key players when they make the trip to the Etihad Stadium to take on Manchester City on Sunday. Arguably the Gunners' most important match of 2025-26, the outcome could determine who gets their hands on the Premier League title next month. That's given Arsenal hold a lead of just 6 points on the citizens headed into the fixture, with Pep Guardiola's side holding a valuable game in hand over them. Arsenal will be determined to bounce back from last weekend's 2-1 loss to Bournemouth when they kick off with the Sky Blues at 4:30 p.m, as football fans worldwide tune in to see which way the title race twists. And while Mikel Arteta will have hoped to lean on a full-strength squad for the encounter, given what is at stake, he could be without a number of his most important players through injury. He explained in his pre-match press conference on Friday, "Well, we have another training session tomorrow, so he didn't look that bad after the game, and he was quite positive. He's a player that pushes through pain, so I'm hopeful that he can be available, but we have to wait and see he's able to join tomorrow." Bukayo Saka will have no part in this weekend's clash, as the England international continues to recover from an Achilles issue. Arteta said of the forward, "Bukayo is out. That is for sure. Hopefully he recovers very soon, because he is a tremendous player. He's starting to do some stuff. Let's see how quickly he can be with us. When asked about issues on the right-hand side, in the event that Madueke is also unavailable, he added, "We'll have a solution, so whatever happens. We are so used to this decision, unfortunately, for various reasons, so whatever happens, we'll have the right solution then." When asked for an update on Mikel Merino, Arteta simply replied, "Out again, as the Spaniard continues his rehabilitation for a bone stress fracture in his foot." The trio have been sidelined in recent weeks, but Arteta will hope to have them fit for this weekend's match. Arteta explained, "Yeah, we will try again. Some players are quite close, but the turnaround is short, so we will try tomorrow to push everybody. And if they are in good condition, they will be part of us, and if not, they won't. They haven't been there in the last few weeks, unfortunately."